Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Introducing from Atlantic City, New Jersey, weighing in at 210 pounds, your Italian hero, Joey Image!
Hey everybody, how are you? Joey Image here with another episode of That Image Guy podcast. Before I even get into anything, I should probably apologize because it's been so long. It's been about 3 weeks, I think, since I did my last episode. This is episode 43 right now, and I've just been so busy, man. Like, you know, a lot of you guys know that I was moving recently, so there were a lot of renovations and home improvements that needed to be done on the house that I'm in now. So there was a lot of stuff to do, a lot of work to do, a lot of, again, renovations, a lot of home improvements, a lot of cleaning to be done before all that even started. So it's still not even done, but I figure 3 weeks is a bit too long to go without any episodes. So here I am again, we're at episode 43. I hope everyone's doing okay. I hope everyone's still with me. Hope I haven't lost any listeners, or many, if any at all. But again, I apologize for being away for so long. I'm a guy that's got no self-confidence, essentially zero. And I've always been that way. That's not something new. So when people actually sent me a couple of tweets, and one guy sent me a message on Facebook looking for new episodes, someone, I don't even remember who it was, someone tweeted me and said, hey, you know, your podcast hasn't updated on my iTunes in like 2 weeks. Do you know what the problem might be? And I said, yeah, I haven't recorded anything. So there's nothing new to update to. There's no new episodes or whatever. So, you know, again, I have no self-confidence, but when people say stuff like that to me, it actually lets me know that they actually appreciate and enjoy and, I guess, missed what I do and this podcast and I don't know, hearing me talk and yap or whatever. So I kind of appreciate stuff like that. Not kind of, I appreciate stuff like that. And I appreciate those kind of messages. So, here I am. And I mean, it's not like I wasn't gonna ever come back and do another episode. That's not the case at all. It's just, as I said, so busy. Essentially, I'll try to break it down for you. If you listen to my other podcast, Grumpy Cast, which is on, usually we record Tuesday nights and it's usually released either that night, if not Wednesday, then you know a lot about, or you know about a lot of these issues that I've been encountering since moving into the new house with my girlfriend, and stuff like, animal piss, like all over the place. Like, it wasn't fresh or anything like that, but there were a lot of spots in the carpet and then in the floor underneath where there was just animal pee just soaked into the wood, and a lot of wood was damaged because of it. Now, we were going to save a lot of it. We were going to keep, for example, the office that I'm in right now. We built put together a home office and for ourselves, and I wanted to leave it as a hardwood floor. I thought it was nice. You know, I thought it would look beautiful, nice shine on it, but couldn't do it. Too much animal pee in this room, where there's too much of the floor that's gone bad and that's been damaged, where we can't just like cover it with a rug and, you know, and leave the rest of it bare hardwood. So it's just too much damage in a lot of the rooms. The living room, for example, the hallway. The hallway, we lifted up the carpet to pull it out, and there were handcuffs under it, which is kind of weird. But anyway, so yeah, there's just too much damage to the floors that we can't really. The only room we were able to salvage it is the living room, and that's because we've got an area rug in the center of the floor, which covers a good portion of the floor, and the center is where a lot of the damage is. So around the perimeter of the floor, it looks fine. It's beautiful. I mean, it's nice. It actually looks new, and that's really the only part that's exposed right now. And it looks nice. You know, it's not like some weird rug just in the middle of the floor to cover up stuff. It looks like it belongs there, and it does belong there, and it looks very nice. It's not, you know, it's not like you would think, like crappy looking just to cover up some stains. It's not like that at all. But there's a lot of work that we've put into this, myself and my fiance, I should say. She's still my girlfriend, but she's not my fiance. We got engaged a few weeks ago. Yes, I actually popped the question, which I never thought that I was a marriage kind of guy, but you know, this one, she hooked an anchor onto me, I guess you could say. And I'm very happy to have that there. So yeah, so anyway, so she has been a tremendously hard worker in the sense of like she's literally been on her hands and knees scrubbing the floor to clean some of the stains and see if we can salvage any of the damaged hardwood that we've got. But unfortunately, a lot of it could not be salvaged, and that kind of sucks because it's our it's our own place now and it's new, and it would be really nice if we could have some of it kind of hardwood, but it's okay. We there's ways around it, and we found out a lot of those ways, and we've got some carpeting that we put down ourselves, and it looks fine. It looks professional. It looks looks like it's professionally done. We had that Empire Carpet Company come out and give us an estimate, and the room I'm in right now, which is our home office, they gave us an estimate of $800 to carpet the entire room with the padding under it, and secure it around the side with the staples or whatever. And we told them no, and we did it ourselves for less than $200. Literally less than $200. So I didn't put any padding under the carpeting in this room because I have an office chair, desk chair, and in my previous, where I lived previous to this, I had I had padding underneath that carpet, and it was hard for me to move my chair around because the desk chair would sink into the padding. So here we didn't put padding under it in the office. At least we did it in the bedroom. It's much easier to walk under the bedroom with the carpet. We didn't do it in the office, and it's great because the office chair I have rolls around with no problem. So it's excellent. I love it the way it is. Again, it was $103 for the carpet. It was $39. Oh, sorry, it was $29. So it was about $105. I'll say to round up. And it was about $30 for an industrial electrical stapler, and it came with 1,200 staples, which was the one that came with the 1,200 staples was an extra $10. So it was about $40 for the stapler, and it was about $105 for the carpet itself. So for less than $150, we literally carpeted an entire room. It's a 12 by 20 room. So we saved. If we went with clearly, if we went with Empire, it would have been $800, which is absolutely ridiculous. And Empire, if you're listening to this, F you. Insane. $800. I almost said bucks and ducks together. 800 ducks. Jesus. $800 to carpet one room, one 12 by 20 room, which we ended up doing ourselves for $145. I mean, it's insane the amount of the amount of money that these people are asking for, and I guess they think that that's justified, but no, it's ridiculous. So if you're ever thinking about getting carpeting done, don't go to Empire. Call Image Carpets. I'll come over and take care of that for you for much cheaper than $800. Those people are insane. Anyway, moving on. So I just wanted to do a quick little episode here just to kind of thank everybody. Also, there was a lot of people saying, "Hey, thanks, congratulations on your move, and congratulations on your birthday," because my birthday was June 2nd. Approximately 20 days ago or so. So thank you all for that as well. Thank you for the well wishes, the happy birthday wishes. Thank you for the congrats on the move and the new house wishes. And thank you for all the congrats on the engagement wishes. I can tell you it will be a star-studded wedding. I've already spoken to a couple of former WWE and TNA and I guess that's really it. WWE and TNA and actually, WCW guy probably will be there, but anyway, that's not the point. The point is, it's going to be fun. And we have no plans, no date, no nothing. We're thinking maybe another 2 years or so, or 3 years. So we've got, looking like maybe 2 years, but we're not in any hurry. We still need to finish this house. We've still got an entire bedroom we haven't even touched yet, other than spackling some holes in the walls. So that still has to be sanded down. We've got to do the carpeting in there, the floors. We've got to do painting in the walls. We've got a closet in there that's got to be cleaned out. And I don't mean cleaned out like there's stuff in it. I mean like literally cleaned. Like the walls need to be cleaned. The floor in there needs to be cleaned. It probably needs to be repainted itself. So there's still a lot of work to be done. We've still got some electrical stuff to get done. We've still got some plumbing stuff in the bathroom that's got to get done. So there's still plenty of stuff to get done in this room. And it's going to take a little while. So before we even start planning a wedding, we got to think about all that stuff first. So anyway, what else is there going on right now? I'm trying to make this kind of a short episode. Let me talk about Roman Reigns real quick, because there seems to be a lot of garbage and speculation and crap being said and being posted as if it's fact. So let me talk, and this is not, I don't have any inside information or anything like that. This is just a guy talking from my perspective of, again, I've been in wrestling for over 16 years now. I'm still a part of it, even though I'm retired from actual in-ring wrestling. And so I kind of like to think I know what I'm talking about. Again, 16 plus years experience, and I'm talking about people who are saying stuff that have zero experience other than watching wrestling on their TV or going to a live WWE show or something like that. So again, not to sound condescending or not to sound, quote unquote big-timey, but there really is something to be said for experience, I think. When you've seen these type of situations before and you've seen them happen in person at places that you've worked, it tends to give you a little more insight than just, well, I saw this happen on TV and I read this on some internet news site, so it must be true. A lot of people that think that way and say things like that make themselves look like fucking idiots. To put it completely, plainly, as plain and simple as I can. And I'll give you some examples. Someone said that Roman Reigns was... Let me go back, first of all. Roman Reigns, Tuesday the news broke, Roman Reigns, WWE superstar, had been suspended for 30 days due to failing the wellness policy. What does that mean? The wellness policy is a drug test. Now, it doesn't always mean illegal drugs. It just means drugs that WWE does not authorize for use. So, and I know for a fact, just from knowing people that work at WWE, knowing people from TNA, from Ring of Honor, blah, 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 from being in the business for so long, I know, just from experience, that there are there are substances, there are pills, there are some supplements on WWE's banned list that you can go buy at GNC right now if you wanted to, or the Vitamin Shop, for example, or Walmart. You can buy certain supplements that, are not necessarily illegal, but in WWE's eyes, they don't want them being used. They don't want their athletes using them. They don't want their workers using them. I mean, technically they're independent contractors, so they should really be able to do what they want, but that's another story for another day. So, the thing that I saw most was he was suspended for using steroids. He got caught using steroids. Now, the only people that have said this are fans that have zero idea of anything. Like, WWE has not come out and said that. The company that administered the urine tests, they haven't come out and said anything. Literally nobody has confirmed, yes, this was steroid. I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm saying I don't know. I'm saying the marks don't know. However, the marks are saying, we know it was this. No, you don't. You don't know shit. Because, first of all, you think you know the business, and you don't. And that's what gets a lot of people pissed off. I wrote something on Twitter the other day, and what I wrote was, there's a lot of disrespect out there from quote-unquote fans who think they know anything about the business, but they really don't. Because they have no experience. And it's not their fault, they just don't have experience. It's like me, and I've used this analogy before. It's like me watching an episode of Dr. House, and suddenly I think I know how to perform surgery, or I know the medical industry, or I know how to go to a hospital, run a hospital. I don't. I have no experience nor training. Neither do these goddamn marks who think they're smart to the business. They're not. They don't know shit. It's simply common sense. If you don't know, if you haven't done something, or if you're not trained in it, it's the chances are pretty high that you don't really know much about it. And it's not like you could just go read online how every aspect of the business works, because that's not all out there. Granted, a lot of it is, a ton of it is. Okay, I will admit that. A lot of how the business works has, you can find online if you search hard enough, but you can't find all of it, and there's just people that think they know everything. I can tell you this right now, in 16 plus years in the business, I have not seen one person that knows as much about the business or the inner workings of it as people who have actually been involved in it. And again, I don't know why. First of all, the word smark and smart mark, that doesn't exist. There's no such thing as a smart mark. Because you're claiming, and I'm quoting Al Snow here, so if you got any problem with this, go talk to him, but you're claiming to know something about a business that you've never been involved with, that you've never had anything to do with. Okay? I watch baseball on TV. I don't pretend to know how to manage a baseball team, or how to run a stadium, or how to even book a roster for a team. That, I don't claim to know that. That's what people do, though. That's what wrestling. I don't understand why wrestling is the only sport where people watch it on television and claim to know everything there is to know about it and know how to run it and think they could do it themselves. There's another thing. How many marks watch TV like, I could do that, I could do that. Get in the ring and prove it. I've said that to people before. 3 people I've said that to in the last 16 years. Get in the ring and prove it. One of them refused to get in the ring because he said I was obviously just going to hurt him on purpose, even though it's, just to prove my point, which is bullshit. I would never do that. I'm a professional. Okay, I've been in the ring with guys I've despised and not hurt them or done anything, whatever the word is, intentionally damaging to them because I don't like them. No, I'm a professional. I wrestled as a professional, and I'm a professional in the locker room. So don't give me that shit about you can't, you're just going to hurt me on purpose. But the other 2 people got in the ring, and suddenly they had respect. And that's because they took a bump. Well, they attempted to take a bump, or ran the ropes. I mean, if you listen, there's an interview with Rob Van Dam. People think, that's another thing, another misconception marks have. Running the ropes is easy. Oh, yeah? Go do it. Running the ropes. There's an interview with Rob Van Dam he did a few years ago. I don't remember what website or podcast or whatever. I think it was actually on The Observer, maybe, now that I'm thinking about it. But if you go back and listen to that, he'll tell you running the ropes is hard as a mother. Okay? The first time he ran the ropes, the first time anyone runs the ropes, your back is covered in welts from the ropes. The ropes, it's not like you're running into rubber bands. Okay, it's steel cable in there. It just happens to be flexible, but it's steel cable, which is not it's very not very forgiving on the skin and the body. So, but whatever, that's another story for another day. My point is, the people that claim they know something don't. WWE hasn't said what exactly the substance was that Reigns was on that got him suspended. The ridiculous thing is, people are claiming to know. People that have nothing to do with the business other than being a viewer. That's it. Just because you watch something doesn't mean you know what's going on behind the scenes. Again, I watch baseball. That doesn't mean I'm suddenly qualified to go do a seminar at Citi Field because I know what's going on, behind the scenes in the Mets organization or something like that. It's ridiculous to think that, and I don't understand how people don't. I don't understand how people think that and don't realize how ridiculous they sound. I mean, it's just stupid. Other people are saying, well, Reigns' 30-day suspension ends like 3 or 4 days before the next pay-per-view, and he's supposedly in the main event. The triple threat, the Shield triple threat match, him, Ambrose, and Rollins for the title. So he should be pulled out of that match. Why? I don't understand why. People are saying because he failed the drug test, he should be pulled out of that match. I don't understand why, though. He comes back before the match ends. Why would he not be in the match? If he's back by Thursday and the pay-per-view isn't for 3 more days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, why would he not be in the match? That makes no sense. He just served. Why should he be pulled from that match as part of his punishment when he just served his punishment? I don't understand. Somebody was tweeting with Lance Storm. I saw a conversation that I kind of butted into a little bit about an hour ago, where they were saying the same thing. Well, he should be pulled from the title match. He shouldn't be rewarded for this 30-day suspension by being able to still participate in that 3-man title match. He's not being rewarded. The match was booked. He got caught. He served. By the time the pay-per-view comes around, he will have served his time, and life goes on. And the same thing Lance Storm said. I will repeat that here. And again, this is Lance Storm. If you have a problem with it, go complain to him. Don't bring your bullshit to me. If a player on any sports team is suspended for whatever amount of time, when the suspension ends, he returns to the team. Why is that so foreign to people? Why is that concept so unheard of? I don't understand why people can't figure that out. If Billy gets suspended from his friggin' job at Burger King for peeing in the burgers, he gets 30 days suspension. On the 31st day, he goes back to work. That's it. It's done. He served his time. It's over with. I don't understand why. Obviously, that's a bullshit analogy before somebody emails me and says, well, he would get fired for that, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I know. Okay, it was a stupid, it was an example. It was an analogy, or a comparison, I mean. But Roman Reigns gets popped for whatever he did. He does his 30 days, comes back, that's it. He's served his sentence. It just, the way people are saying it is like, say a guy gets a 1-year jail sentence. Doesn't matter what it's for. He gets jail for 1 year. When he gets out in a year and does nothing wrong, does the judge say, okay, you're out now. Now go back to prison? What? No. He already did his punishment. He served his time. Why does he have to serve his time, then get out, and then serve his time again? Why should Reigns serve the 30-day punishment, and then after that, on the 31st day, start serving another punishment? He already was punished. It blows my mind that people cannot figure this out. That this is all over Twitter the last couple of days, and that people are this dumb. I mean, it just blows my mind. You're allowed to disagree with me. That's completely fine. But please remember that this is just me talking. These are my opinions, nobody else. I'm using my experience inside the actual business to formulate my opinions and guesses or whatever as to what may or may not happen. I'm not saying that I'm better than anybody else, because I'm not. I'm saying I'm using experience for my answers. And a lot of the fans are just using, well, I guess, what they guess would happen or what maybe they think should happen. I'm not sure what any of that's based on. Nobody has actually said, well, this should happen, and I think so because of A, B, and C. Honestly, I'm the only person I've ever seen that said that. Well, I think this should happen because blah, blah, blah. For example, people are saying, I think he should be out of the title match because he was suspended. Okay, what is that opinion based on? The fact that he was suspended? That's not a valid opinion because he's already serving the 30 days without pay, I might add, which, according to Lance Storm, again, works out to about $40,000. That's $10,000 a week, okay? So that's 4 weeks that's without pay. If you made $40,000 in a month and then 1 month made zero, you don't think that's punishment enough? Plus not working, not doing what he loves? That's $40,000 less in his pocket to go to his mortgage, to go to bills, to go to food for his daughter and his wife and, his family. And people are like, oh, no, he shouldn't have this match either. No. First of all, again, you don't do your time. You don't serve your time, get out a free man, and then serve your time again. No. Not without another crime. So, again, no reason he should serve the 30 days and then suddenly let me rephrase. No reason he should serve the 30 days without pay as his punishment, then come back on the 31st day and be punished again. No. People that think that don't have a clue what they're talking about. And again, that's my reason for me feeling he should still be in the match, because he just served his 30 days. It just doesn't make any sense to me that he wouldn't be. And other people are saying, well, now they can't build the match because there's only 2 of the 3 guys. Why not? Was The Rock on every single show when The Rock and Cena stuff was being built? No. And they built that for a year. People think they can't do it for 30 days? With The Rock being out all the time, that was literally 50% of the scenario. It was Rock and Cena. So they only had 1 of the 2. At least now there's 2 of the 3 guys that are still there. Why can't they just do their promos and feuds and stuff like that? They could do that. It's not going to hurt at all, I wouldn't think. They're all professionals. They all know what they're doing. But, I mean, again, it's just ridiculous how just people make up stuff and just say things as if they have any legitimacy to them. Or maybe they do, but again, a lot of people don't back them up. A lot of people are just saying, well, I think this. Well, but you think this why? Logical reasons to back up things goes a long way. And when you don't have a logical reason, or you just say because I feel like it, because it should be that way, because he got suspended, well, that doesn't make sense. There's just not a lot of logic in it. That's just how I see it. Again, that's just how I see it. And, I'm just a guy in spandex with an opinion. That's all I am. So take it for what it is, or don't take it at all. I really don't care either way. But let me get out of here. It's already been a little over 20 minutes. I thank you all for listening. Hope you enjoyed my little ranting there. And thank you again for all the congratulations and the happy birthdays and all that stuff. I really appreciate it. And I promise it will not be 3 more weeks till my next episode. I promise. Thank you all for listening. Take care.
Hey, 1640 PWPR is now on Apple iTunes. Simply go to iTunes, search out 1640 PWPR, and subscribe today.
This has been a presentation of the Three Ropes Media Network. For more, find us on Facebook at facebook.com/3ropes or visit us at threeropes.com.